My name is Elizabeth Maurer. I am a library technician here at Special Collections and Archives at Miami University. I've been interested in Miami and the Cold War since I was kind of a little girl. My uncles came to Miami in the 70s, and two of them were in the ROTC program here. There was just so much going on, and the stories were very interesting. And then this year was the 50th anniversary of the class of 1968, and so I thought it was a good time to kind of shine a light on some of the things that were going on at Miami during that time. The key themes I identified mostly don't deal with the war overseas. It dealt with what was going on here in Miami. So we talk about the atomic bomb and the threats. We talk a little bit about some of the alumni and their stories when they were fighting. And then we talk about Vietnam. And Vietnam, there's kind of a lot going on. There were, of course, ROTC and training for the military, and a lot of students went and fought with honor, and some of them lost their lives. But then there was also protests and a lot of things going on campus. So we kind of try to show both sides of what was going on here at that time. This was a game that was created in 1951 in conjunction with the U.S. Department of Defense. It was to help children learn what to do when they heard the sirens signaling a nuclear attack. And it has different places that the children might find themselves in and where they should go. But what's also very cool is on the back of here, the Department of Defense put things for the household safety and for what teachers should know how to do to kind of help educate the adults as well. So in the spring of 1970, things really came to a head. Started kind of with the Rowan Hall sit-in, which is pictured here. After the sit-in, there was a strike on campus. There was the Miami flush-in, where 5 million gallons of water were drained from Oxford. There were more protests, there were fire bombings and threats of violence, and Dr. Trevor decided to close Miami University to kind of let tensions settle. Thankfully, the university only was closed for 10 days. They didn't know how long it would be closed when they closed it. And Terrence Grades was our first Medal of Honor winner and the only one that we had so far. In 1968, while leading his reconnaissance team, they met a resistance force and had to withdraw. Terrence Grades went back into the line of fire multiple times to rescue his wounded men. And when he was trying to extract, the helicopter that he was on was hit and crashed, and all men on board perished. And right now, here we have a copy of the letter that Richard Nixon wrote describing what happened that day. The exhibit is up right now and will be up until August the 4th. And it's on the 3rd floor at King Library. And we are open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday.